Welcome back. David Hertel in for Elias. Restaurateurs in Quebec are getting stood up more often. Customers who don't honor their reservations cause restaurants to miss out on nearly $50,000 in revenue per establishment on average. That's according to an estimate by the Quebec Restaurant Association. Nearly 65.6% of restaurateurs say the no-show phenomenon is on the rise. Nearly 44.5% say they experience occasional no-shows, and 32.9% say they experience them frequently. But now they say they want more action to ensure their protection. Dominique Tremblay is the Director of Governmental and Public Affairs at the Quebec Restaurant Association. Dominique, thank you very much for joining us.
No problem.
So, why do you think this phenomenon is so prevalent right now?
I don't know, honestly, because we would have hoped that regarding, a couple of years ago, the problem was there. We did a lot of work, to let customer know to, just call the restaurant to cancel the reservation, and it didn't change. And the COVID situation, people have less patience, less respect a little bit, so it seems like they don't care anymore. So what we heard from the restaurants is that they see this phenomena a little bit more than before COVID.
Okay, so this could be COVID related, but at the same time, right now, the situation is you cannot ask for a deposit like in other jurisdictions. You can't do anything right now to prevent this other than rely on the politeness and the basic decency of patrons, right?
Exactly. A restaurant owner can take the credit card number just to make sure that the reservation is a real one, but it doesn't. You cannot do anything with it. You cannot charge. You cannot do anything with it. So it's a big problem right now.
So okay, now that we're faced with this problem, regardless of what the causes are, so what do you need? You need something from the government, right?
Yes, the law has to be changed for us to be able to charge a penalty. Mm-hmm. So that's what we are asking right now. We've been in contact with the government, with the Office de protection du consommateur, who is in charge, regarding this matter. So we had discussion with them. We sent them numbers and everything. So right now we are waiting for news from them.
Okay, so you're trying first to convince the Office de protection du consommateur of letting you charge a penalty, ask for a deposit. How would this work? What's your request about?
We're talking about maybe a $20 penalty, so people, they think about it before not canceling their reservation. It's not that we don't want it to be there, like in the future, like for years and years. We want to change the behavior. So when you've been charged once, 2 or 3 times $20 without going to the restaurant, maybe you're going to think about it and, when just say, okay, I'm going to take the phone, I'm going to write an email to cancel my reservation. That's the point of it. Are we going to get there? Is it a penalty, a deposit? This has to be, decided. But first, the hardest thing to do is to change the law. So that's what we're working for right now.
And why so much resistance? Because I think we've actually spoken, you and I like even last year about this.
Yes.
I mean, so I don't understand. Is it just normal, bureaucratic resistance, or are they arguing some sort of principle here?
I think there's an opening from the government right now, and the things that shift, I think, is the population. They agree with us right now. So before there was some resistance, and now I think like the population agrees with what we are asking for, and they're ready to go that way. So maybe it's going to change the perception, but it's sure, when it's something governmental, it's never easy.
No, it's not.
It's long, a lot of work, but we see an opening from the government for this. We don't say it's going to happen, but we hope it's sooner than later.
Okay, so you mentioned, you're working with the Office de protection du consommateur, who sort of handles the file, but that's bureaucratically. I mean, politically, are you speaking with ministers, political staff? Are you making headway on the political side?
Like, we had contact with the government, but they put the Office de protection du consommateur in charge.
I see.
So we report to them, and they report to the minister.
To the political.
So,
okay. Who's the minister responsible?
It's Simon Jolin Barrette.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. The Justice Minister.
The Justice Minister. Yeah.
Okay. Simon Jolin Barrette. And has he made any type of public statements to you that he's open to this?
For now,
no,
not really. But it's sure that a couple of months ago, when we came back with the subject, they showed an opening, and that's what they asked the Office de protection du consommateur to be in charge. So it's better than it was before. A couple of years ago, when we asked for it, we didn't have any response. So it's a step. It's a step.
Do you have any type of timeline from the Office de protection du consommateur?
No, we don't have a timeline right now. He's sure that we are doing follow-up, with them. But for now on, we don't have any news, to...
So you represent, how many restaurants do you represent in Quebec?
We have around 5,000 members all around Quebec.
Those are just members. So you have many more establishments, right?
Around 17,000, 18,000 restaurants all around Quebec, but we have around 5,000 members.
Wow. So this is a major problem financially. I mean, what does it represent financially? Remind us.
It's sure that, the average loss would be around 50,000 a year. It's a lot of money, and people don't realize that, this is salaries, restaurants, they pay for nothing when the people, they don't show up. It's food they order from the companies, who bring them the food. So they don't going to put that in the garbage, but they give it to employees and everything. But still, they already paid for it. So if you're not showing up when you were supposed to be there, there are a lot of consequences. And the employees too, they were supposed to work, 6-hour shift, and they send home after an hour, or they're going to have a 3 hours pay, regarding to nom du travail, but still, they're losing money too. So there are a lot of consequences that I think the clientele they doesn't see, at first, but it's hard for restaurants.
Anyways, all I can say is I hope this picks up the pace and you get a solution to this problem. Dominique, I really appreciate your time this morning. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Dominique Tremblay is Director of Governmental and Public Affairs at the Quebec Restaurant Association. And please, if you have a restaurant reservation and you can't make it, just call and cancel. What is wrong with that? Please. It's the decent thing to do.